Case before the court, what's going on?
So my husband, ex-husband, was in jail for a while, and I found out that he is currently making more than $20,000 extra than what he previously stated, and so I would just like some help raising the kids.
Okay, if he makes $20,000 more extra, why did you need to tell me that he was in jail previously?
Because it was not on the record that he was making $20,000 more, and I'm not exactly sure where he's getting it now, but it's fine. I just would like more help with the kids.
Oh.
Welcome back to Judge Bench, where courtroom drama meets real-life lessons. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a case that offers more than just legal insight. It offers life lessons. Today's session features the case of the mouse, but this isn't a battle over cheese. It's about financial change. Mrs. Mouse has brought her ex-husband to court, requesting an increase in child support due to a significant rise in his income, over $20,000 more than he originally reported. She's not here to dwell on his past. She's here to fight for her children. Calm and composed, Mrs. Mouse lays out the facts. She's raising the kids on her own, covering $21 a month in health insurance, managing the costs of food, water, and expensive extracurriculars like competitive cheer and baseball. She isn't asking for extravagance, just fairness.
Yes, I pay the kids' health insurance.
Okay, how much is that?
$201.
$201.
Yes.
Is that for you and the children, or for you? The children only.
The children only.
Okay, got it.
Yes, and our little girl is about to start cheer, competitive cheer, which of course everyone knows is incredibly expensive, and our boy's about to start baseball, which is again expensive,
Right.
and I pay for everything: the food, the water, literally every single thing, and
I believe every other person that is in here probably pays the same thing.
Of course, yes.
Let's talk about the...
But Judge Monty, ever wise and composed, quickly steers the courtroom away from emotional arguments and back to what truly matters, the well-being of the children. He makes it clear that Mr. Mouse's past incarceration is irrelevant unless his current income is tied to illegal activity, which, spoiler alert, it isn't. The court then hears from Mr. Mouse himself. Calm and respectful, he acknowledges his time in prison but explains that it became a turning point. During that period, he met individuals who inspired him and later helped him find meaningful work supporting children with special needs. He now works with a program dedicated to helping these children thrive. Recently, he also received a $22,000 endorsement to help launch a new gym designed for accessibility, complete with handicap ramps and specialized equipment. When asked about his current earnings, Mr. Mouse initially tries to round down, claiming $82,000. But Judge Monty catches the discrepancy. His actual income stands at $82,500, a significant increase from his previous earnings.
So I was in jail, and I've been out for a couple of years now.
All right.
And I was not making $60,000 before I went to jail.
All right.
My wife and I, my ex-wife and I, had a shop that we ran, and after going to jail, I came out. When I was in jail, I met a couple of guys that invited me into a program to help kids with special needs. When I got out, and they gave me a job, and I recently got an endorsement to help fund a new gym that we are starting.
Judge Monty reminds Mr. Mouse that the courtroom is no place for games. Every dollar counts, especially when children are involved. Based on Mr. Mouse's updated income, the judge calculates his gross monthly earnings at $7,000 with a net income of $5,182. Since there are no additional children outside of the two in question, his child support obligation is set at $1,372. But that's not all. Because Mrs. Mouse currently pays for the children's health insurance, he is also required to reimburse her $21 each month, bringing his total monthly obligation to $1,571.72. The judge is firm. This amount is fair, aligned with Mr. Mouse's increased income, inclusive of health care, and sufficient to help meet the growing needs of the children. However, just as the ruling is finalized, emotions re-enter the room. The judge notices a smirk on Mrs. Mouse's face. She explains it's not mockery, but irony, pointing out the contradiction of her ex-husband working to support children with special needs while falling short in supporting his own.
So $82,500 is
ma'am.
what you make a year,
Yes,
correct?
ma'am.
Okay.
Correct.
So based on that, I have your gross at $7,000 a month for a net of $5,482.88. Do you have any other children outside? These are your only two children, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So based on that, I have your child support obligation at $1,370.72. Oh, wait. She pays health insurance. So you know you have to reimburse that to her, correct? Down to a total obligation of $1,571.70.
But Judge Monty isn't having it. She firmly reminds Mrs. Mouse and everyone watching that this courtroom isn't a stage for pettiness. It's a place for fairness, resolution, and respect. Now let's break it down. Was Mrs. Mouse within her rights to request an increase in child support simply because her ex-husband is earning more? Absolutely. In Texas, child support orders can be reviewed and modified every 3 years, or sooner, if there's a material and substantial change in circumstances. Mr. Mouse's increased income clearly qualifies. Was it necessary to bring up his past incarceration? Legally, no. A criminal history only matters if it affects financial credibility or the legality of income. In Mr. Mouse's case, he served his time, turned his life around, and is earning money through legitimate means, making his past irrelevant. As for health insurance, if one parent is paying for the children's coverage, the other is legally required to reimburse their portion, unless they choose to provide coverage themselves. It's not optional, it's a shared responsibility. This case may seem straightforward, but it carries a strong message. Child support isn't about punishment, it's about partnership. If you've been in a similar situation or know someone who has, share your story in the comments. It might become the next case we explore. And don't forget, stay connected for real courtroom drama, practical legal insight, and life lessons you won't find in textbooks. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because here at Judge Bench, justice isn't just served, it's shared. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next session.